and other heads of agencies of the FCT. We welcome you all.
Who you collect from that?
Goodwill. 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 My brother, how is it? Okay. So, Mike, well done. Very well. I don't know who called him. Me and my dad went to assist. Go on. Leave that guy and I give you the other one. It's finished. It's finished.
Announcing the arrival of our special guest of honor, the Chief Justice of the Federation, Honorable Justice Olukayode Ariwola, has just arrived at this event, and we welcome him. May we remain standing for the national anthem. You may be seated. The special guest of honor, the Chief Justice of the Federation, Honorable Justice Olukayode Ariwoola, members of the National Assembly here present, past and serving members of the National Assembly, top-ranking members of the judiciary here present, with special reference to the President of the Court of Appeal, Honorable Justice Monica Dongbam-Mensah, Justices of the Court of Appeal who are here with us today, the Federal High Court Chief Judge, Honorable Justice John Soho, the President of the National Industrial Court, Chief Judge, FCT High Court, Honorable Justice Hussaini Baba Yusuf, the Grand Qadi, FCT Sharia Court of Appeal, Justice Ibrahim Rufai Imam, President, Customary Court of Appeal, FCT, Honorable Justice Stanley Adekunle Lawal, all other members of the judiciary here present, members of the Federal Executive Council, special reference to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, who has made time to join us this morning, the Honorable Attorney General Lateef Olusakanmi Fagbemi, SAN. We welcome you, sir. The Honorable Minister of the FCT, the Honorable Minister of State FCT, heads of security agencies here present, heads of government and extra-ministerial departments in federal agencies and in the FCT, leadership of professional bodies here present, special reference to the President of the NBA, Yakubu Chonoko Mekel, Chairman Area Councils here present, esteemed traditional rulers who have joined us today, leadership of women groups here present with special reference to the NCWS. We commiserate with you on the recent passing of your President, Hajia Lami. Members of the top-ranking hierarchy of the FCT, the Head of Service, the Chief of Staff, and the Executive Secretary of the FCDA, not forgetting all agency heads that have arrived here for the FCT. Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. The rains may inconvenience us, soak our clothes, get us muddy. But within the African spiritual and traditional ethos, rain is a blessing. The weatherman tells us that it's going to rain all day today. Rain yields fruit, gives us a harvest, and cools the temperature. Challenging as projects are in the rain, it is truly a blessing to get them on board in such a difficult weather space. It is the end result that we see, the vision, and the final product. And the final product for today's project, which we can see in our mind's eye, which we can already visualize, is the flag-off and groundbreaking ceremony of the Abuja division of the Appeal Court Complex, a project well considered by the current FCT administration under the leadership of the FCT Minister, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike. The project to be flagged off today is contracted to Messrs. Visible Construction Limited, a building worthy of the Abuja division of the Appeal Court Complex. Today, the Abuja division shares space in the Court of Appeal headquarters. Always thinking on his feet, the FCT Minister thought it worthy that Abuja division of the Appeal Court should have a complex of its own, a facility required for them to perform optimally. He has chosen carefully his special guest of honor for today's occasion, a man described by His Excellency the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as truly the last hope of the common man across the West African sub-region, the Chief Justice, Honorable Justice Olukayode Ariwoola. We welcome you, sir. We thank you for making the time to join us. We welcome all of you to this functional and all-important official foundation stone-laying ceremony of this complex. As they say, justice denied is justice delayed. Permit me justice delayed is justice denied. Thank you, sir. Permit me, special guests of honor, sir, and distinguished attendees, to invite to the podium a determined project lead who is an engineer for all times, a truly determined individual who is at once affable and focused. Please join me to welcome Engineer Shehu Ahmad, Executive Secretary, FCT, for a project overview.
Thank you very much, my sister, the MC. Your Lordship, the Chief Justice of the Federation, Your distinguished Lordship, the President of the Federal Court of Appeal, other distinguished members of the judiciary here in your entourage, the Honorable Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, my boss and my leader. For this one, let me say Barrister Ezo Nwoyesom Wike, CON, the Minister of State of the FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood, Your Lordship, and our distinguished guests of honor, let me please align with the already well-established protocol to say a very good afternoon and welcome to the site for the proposed Abuja Division of the Court of Appeal. I have been mandated to present this welcome address as well as the highlight of the project that we are about to perform the groundbreaking and foundation stone laying ceremony today. It is with great pleasure that I welcome Your Lordship and your entourage, as well as other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to this groundbreaking and foundation laying ceremony for the construction of the Court of Appeal Abuja Division. For the Federal Capital Territory Administration, this occasion is important and unique as it marks a turning point in the actualization of the administration's commitment to the provision and upgrading of requisite infrastructure necessary for providing conducive working environment for judicial officers in the FCT for effective delivery of justice. And this is in line with the Renew Hope agenda of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I think already the MC has said justice delayed as corrected and is justice denied. The provision of conducive environment is very akin to allowing this discharge of effective and quick discharge of justice. The Court of Appeal Abuja Division, where we are, this site, is located in Laikibiu district, the quadrant within what we regard as a sector center in the Abuja or under the Abuja Master Plan. And this is the sector center B. But a sector center forms about 4 districts. And the quadrant where we are is Laikibiu. The other districts adjoining this sector center is Uye, Utako, and Jabi on the other side. And this particular site has been meticulously chosen by the Honorable Minister because it is within a neighborhood of other facilities which are judicial in outfit too. We have the Code of Conduct Tribunal and we have the FCT High Court within its immediate brings. But most importantly, and I think that is an area he will elaborate more, most importantly regarding the infrastructure outlay to be provided here is that this is a unique, what we call corner plot. Corner plot in the sense that by this, it is abutting one of the major roads we call Arterial Road N20, which in part was recently named Wole Soyinka Way by Mr. President. It extends into Solomon Lar Way, and it will continue until it gets to the Airport Expressway. One of the conditions the minister wanted is there must be thorough and free and hindered access to the site. On the other hand, there is the Obasanjo Way, which takes off from the Federal Minister of Federal Minister of Defense in the central area, coming through Wuse, crisscrossing Wuye, which is one of the districts within the sector center, and passing just also on the other side to meet with the Ring Road 2 on the way to the National Judicial Institute, as well as the body of benches location. So you can see the uniqueness of this location. The facilities to be provided under this project include 10 number courtrooms, as well as 10 number suites for justices, and then administrative offices for the registrar and other support staff. There will be ample file rooms for storage of case documents and conveniences as usual, and then recess areas for justices during break times. All these are going to be provided within the 5-story building that we will soon be performing the foundation stone laying ceremony. Coming to this location, we came by one of the dual carriageways from off the Obafemi Awolowo way, just by, in Jabi, leading to this. Presently, the state of the road is not in good condition. My boss, the Honourable Minister, and by extension, Mr. Project, I'm not allowed to call the other name, but I know in addressing the issues of infrastructure in Abuja, these 3 principal roads leading to this complex have already been captured for development under the 2024 FCTA budget. Your Lordship, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are fully conscious of our mandate to see to the provision of requisite engineering infrastructure and other public institutions necessary for the growth of residential, commercial, and other social services within the FCT. And we are committed to ensuring that we fulfill this obligation without any haste. Accordingly, the contract is going to be handled by Mrs. Visible Construction Nigeria Limited, as already highlighted by the MC, but there will be a very strong technical supervision team of the FCDA to ensure that compliance to standards and specifications are not compromised. And I think, as far as we are concerned, there is this adage, Your Lordship, to love a lawyer is legal. In the construction industry, to treat and deal with the engineers and architects and other professionals is also very, very humble. Thank you, sir. Finally, I would like to appreciate the commitment and the doggedness of my boss, amiable boss, Barrister Ezo Moyesom Wike, CJN, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, for all the other activities regarding infrastructure development in the FCT. Our gratitude knows no bound, especially for having the confidence in us to be on the trail for your delivery of these services. I want to once again welcome your Lordship and other distinguished guests here present and wishing a very successful groundbreaking and foundation laying ceremony. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellencies, our very special guest of honor, my Lord, the Honorable Justice Olukayode Ariwola, Chief Justice of Nigeria, other distinguished invited guests here present, I'd like to crave your indulgence to make a couple of recognitions, and they would be kept very short. I'd like to salute and welcome the former Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, His Excellency Honorable Chibudom Nwuche. I'd like to greet and welcome former senators in the National Assembly, distinguished Senator Aduda, distinguished Senator Habunwa, and other members of the National Assembly, past and serving, who are here. I cannot see as far from here, but I know that we have often at these commissionings the APC Vice Chair South-South, and we often also have very specialized stakeholders of the FCT and friends of the Honorable Minister who often come to support his galloping trajectory in the FCT. I'd like to greet and welcome Chief Dan Obe, who has joined us this morning. May I crave your indulgence to greet and welcome the Head of Service of the FCT, the Chairman, FCT Service Commission, Chief of Staff to the Honorable Minister, Mandate Secretaries who are here present, Permanent Secretaries of the FCT here present, the General Managing Director, the Group Managing Director, Abuja Investment Company Limited, Coordinator of FCTA Specialized Agencies, and all distinguished personalities, directors of the FCT who are here. We welcome all of you here. We take particular note of members of the various security agencies who have come to join us. They secure us wherever we go. We salute them. We greet them for their selfless service to the nation. The first duty of the society is justice. Alexander Hamilton. And justice delayed is justice denied. The microphone can be pretty intimidating even for those of us who have served it for so very long. We are delighted to have joining us today the person of a man who stands pretty tall amongst his peers and amongst us ordinary Nigerians who consider him a friend and a brother. His quote from his Twitter handle, now known as X, quote, "No negative mind can take away the credit you deserve." Permit me, special guest of honor, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to welcome the National President of the NBA, Yakubu Mekwe. Yes, he's coming to deliver a Goodwill address, and "no negative mind can take away the credit you deserve" is from his Twitter handle, now known as X. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, my big sister, Eugenia Abu. I am grateful for those kind words. Permit me to stand on the protocol already established, but not without recognizing and acknowledging my Lord, the Honorable, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Honorable Justice Olukayode Ariwola, GCON, and also my Lord, the Honorable, the President of the Court of Appeal, my Lord, Honorable Justice Monica Dongan-Mensen, the Honorable Minister and Attorney General of the Federation, the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. And I recognize all the justices of the Court of Appeal, the heads of courts that are here. I'm reserving the best for the last. I am delighted to be here and to be given an opportunity to deliver a goodwill message at this groundbreaking ceremony of the Abuja division of the Court of Appeal. I am delighted because of the opportunity to do this while the gentleman that we have as Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Nyesom Wike, and with all due respect, is my member. And an illustrious member of the Nigerian Bar Association at that. Also a bencher. And for those of you who know who the body of benchers is, the body of benchers is that body that collects or has collected persons of remarkable distinction in the legal profession. The Honorable Minister is a life bencher. That is to say, until death do them part, he remains a member of that body. Honorable Minister of State, who from all indications has been very supportive, and I want to say congratulations to your leadership. Let me take the liberty here as the President of the Nigerian Bar Association to say and announce to the world that the Nigerian Bar Association is proud of Nyesom Wike. My Lord, the chair of the Legal Practitioners Privileges Committee, my tongue was going to describe the Honorable Minister as Nyesom Wike, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. But perhaps that is an application that I'm making today for His Lordship to consider, but not without satisfying the requirement. So we wish to begin to see Nyesom Wike in court so that he would also satisfy the requirements and he will add that to his feather. But my Lord, this event is very, very remarkable in the history of this country, not only the history of the courts. The Federal Capital Territory was established in 1976. The same year that the Court of Appeal of Nigeria was established. Before Barrister Nyesom Wike, we've had 16 ministers that served in the Federal Capital Territory from 1976. It is only when we now have a lawyer, a member of the Nigerian Bar Association, steer the affairs of this ministry that we are having a ceremony such as this. This is not a coincidence. It is because only the lawyers have this to give, because Nemodad code non habet. You cannot give what you do not have. And with due respect to those who had served as ministers previously and the previous administrations, if they had had justice in focus, if they had given attention to that which is responsible for our existence as a nation, which is justice, this would have happened a long time ago. But like I said, you can only give what you have. You can only do as much as what you know. So I would want to declare with all humility and with all sense of responsibility, and I apologize to the previous ministers, that it is only today that we have found, 48 years after the creation of the FCT, 48 years, that we have found someone who has justice in him And this is simply an expression of the justice that he has inside of him. And we also have someone who knows about justice and the implication of justice, that it is an important component of the existence of this country. And that is why we are having this administration bring us together for this groundbreaking ceremony. But you know, the Honorable Minister is enjoying an enablement from the administration that we have today as a nation. The administration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. It is very clear that the duo have a clear understanding of the importance of justice to the existence of every nation. We have just, by the special grace of God, seen the passage of the bill for the review of the salaries and allowance, upward review of the salaries and allowances of judicial officers in this country, which was last done in 2007. The last time that any of the judicial officers seated here, and with due respect, including the Honorable the Chief Justice of Nigeria, received any upward review of his salary was in 2007. Needless to say that we've had several regimes or several administrations since then, before now. But it took this administration, by the special grace of God, for justice, you will not President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for having a heart for justice. And that is why also we must be thankful to him for not also only giving us a minister who is a lawyer, but one who understands the essence of justice, but also carefully choosing the Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, who understands the subject of justice. And permit me to say, if he ever paid house rent before, he used the practice of justice to do so. So he understands it so well. And he has helped in driving all the processes of this administration with respect to the administration of justice. And that is why for the first time ever, we would see a justice reform summit that was held under this administration. There are too many things to mention that this administration has done. And that is because, like I said, they understand the place of justice. And I want to say, sir, congratulations on this administration. Thank you for your heart for justice. The building of infrastructure is a complement of the dispensation of justice to the people. And I am from Kebbi, and I like to say what Uthman Danfodio said about justice. He said a people can exist without religion, but they cannot exist without justice. So in the heart of our existence is the presence of justice. And that is why the entire country must thank you. And by the way, this is not where you started. You have a track record of doing this, and we appreciate you. I'm glad that this is happening at a time when I'm privileged to be the president of the Nigerian Bar Association, and for emphasis, your president, sir. and for my lords and the justices of this court for whom this is done, you being the ones that occupy this space at this time, and for many others who would come and occupy this space, I want to encourage you. We have done a lot to discourage you. We have maligned you. We have intimidated you. We've done all sorts of things, castigated you in the public for no reason at all. We use one same brush to paint all of you. Are we saying that we do not have challenges? No. But it is absolutely wrong to use one same brush and treat all our judges. If you look at the record, how many of the judges and justices do we have in this country that have been found wanting? Take the proportion, take the percentage. And I had cause to apologize to the judiciary at some point, as one who is privileged to be the head of the bar. And I don't mind doing it again. We apologize for so many other times, so many times that we have said things that were not true about your lordships, that we've castigated your lordships. And to say to your lordships that I had cause to describe your lordships as eagles, because that is who you are. And for your lordships to continue to remain focused in the dispensation of justice to the people, for us to exist as one nation, indivisible nation, your lordships must continue to be focused. And the way to be focused is not to mind the crows. Those crows are those little birds that perch on the back of eagle. The eagle does not mind them. All it does is that with its focus and purposefulness, it soars to an altitude. They get choked and suffocated. They get choked and they are suffocated, they fall off, and the eagle continues to do its own job. That is who you are. That is who you must continue to be, your lordships, for you to continue to perform that constitutional responsibility that you have come to do. My member, we thank you, sir, for what you have done. It will be a great pleasure when this is completed to come here, take a bow before their lordships, and conduct a matter, settle disputes for the betterment of this nation. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak at this meeting. I congratulate you, congratulate the judiciary and the people of this country, because this is actually done for the purpose of dispensation of justice, which is the essence of our existence. I thank your lordships.
A special guest of honor, my lords, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. The president of the NBA has done his needful and delivered his goodwill message. May I take this opportunity to welcome and greet the Honorable Abdurrahman Ajia, member of the House representing Kwali Abaji, who is here with us. We thank you for coming. And would also thank the representative of the House Committee Chair on Area Council and Auxiliary, Honorable Esosa Iyawe, who is here with us. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have a man who graduated from the University of Jos and then went on to Obafemi Awolowo University. It is fair to say that he's a true Nigerian, having traversed two universities, one in the north and one in the south. A man truly grounded in law, an SAN, a fine gentleman who is soft-spoken, but understands what time it is. You can't cross him. Please help me welcome the Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Mr. Lateef Fagbemi.
My noble Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice of Nigeria, my Lord the President of Court of Appeal, my Lord the Chief Judge, my Lords, Honorable Justices of Court of Appeal here present, the Honorable the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, my Lord the Chief Judge of the High Court of Federal Capital Territory, my President, the President of Nigerian Bar Association, the tall and ebullient President, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, and the Honorable Minister of State, of the Federal Capital Territory. May I crave your indulgence to use all of you as point of contact to reach and greet all the other stakeholders, critical stakeholders here present. I want to borrow leave from the practice at the appellate court, both the Court of Appeal and Supreme Court. It is not then say, I have witnessed it. When judgment is given, has been given by one of the justices, others don't waste time. All they say is, I have listened or I have had the privilege of reading in draft the judgment just delivered by my noble Lord, Honorable Justice X. I agree with it. It's either I have something to add or not. In my own case, I just have a few words to add. But I first of all adopt in total the speech delivered by my very good friend, my president, Michael, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, President of Nigerian Bar Association. And I say that it is with immense pleasure and pride that I stand before you today at this groundbreaking ceremony of the Abuja division of the Court of Appeal complex. The occasion marks a significant milestone in our ongoing efforts to enhance the judiciary's infrastructure and capacity, ensuring justice is acceptable to all, irrespective of tribe, ethnicity, and religion. I would like to seize this opportunity to commend His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his unwavering support to the judiciary. The recently passed remuneration bill for judicial officers by the National Assembly is a testament to this commitment to ensuring that our judicial officers are at least reasonably, you cannot never be adequately compensated, reasonably compensated and motivated to perform your duties with diligence and integrity. These progressive steps will undoubtedly strengthen the judiciary and enhance the administration of justice in our nation. Furthermore, I extend my sincere, heartfelt gratitude to the indefatigable Mr. Fix-It, Mr. Project, the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Chief Nyesom Wike, CON Life Venture, for his exceptional leadership and steadfast support for the judiciary. Your dedication to this project and your overall contributions to the legal community have been instrumental in making this day possible. It is one thing to dream. It is another thing to realize your dream. If you did not initiate it, there's nothing the Federal Executive Council can do. You have the option to venture into other areas, and I know you are doing it, but it is the turn of the judiciary. Gone were those days when judiciary was regarded as the last hope of common man. I take objection to it. It is the big people now who patronize the judiciary, not even the common man. And if you have any doubt, when election is approaching, come and see the way, with all respect, some people behave like rain-beaten chicken. Forgive me, I don't mean to be rude. So the judiciary is no longer the last hope of common man alone. It is also, or majorly now, the last hope of the big shots. The establishment, I know that Chief Nyesom Wike will not embark on a project he has no intention of completing. That is one. It's not just a show of, oh, I have turned the sword. I assure you, if you come here in another 1.5, 2 years without compromising quality, you will have very, very good news to relay. Somebody mentioned that, the first person who came here said, doctor that is an engineer. Barrister Yosom Wike is a lawyer. From the number of projects that he has executed, I wonder if Koren will not consider whether this is not the appropriate time to take him in. I appreciate your contribution, and I want to say that I also know that the Minister of State, Dr. Miriam Mahmood, is also there giving you support. We'll appreciate you a great deal, much more than you think we ever do. Thank you. The establishment of this complex is not just a testament to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's commitment to upholding the rule of law, but also an acknowledgement of the vital role of the judiciary plays in maintaining peace, order, and fairness in our society. Abuja Division of the Court of Appeal will serve as a beacon of hope for many, providing a conducive environment for the delivery of justice. You have about 10 courtrooms at a time. So, my noble Lord the President, I know the good thing you are doing, the good things that you are doing. The other day, you were traversing the country to Lagos. Oh, Lagos come, we are coming. Then, from there you went to Ibadan. From Ibadan to, I think, Ogun State. You have 10 routes. Will save you the agony of flying in rough weather. We have 10 solid courtrooms where you can, invite your justices to come and sit, from Enugu to Abakaliki, Kaduna, Zaria, and all that, and Ijagbo if need be. As we lay the foundation today, let me also renew our commitment to the principles of justice, integrity, and service. Let this complex be a place where truth prevails, rights are protected, and justice is served without fear, favor, or ill will. My Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice of Nigeria, reaching you as a point of contact to everybody, I want to say that your being here today and for your continued support, we appreciate. Together, we are building a brighter future for our nation. Please accept as usual the assurances of my highest esteem. I'm grateful.
Our special guest of honor, let this complex be a place where truth prevails. The Honorable Attorney General of the Federation has delivered his goodwill message. Let's hear a round of applause for him again. Our distinguished personalities gathered here. Tomorrow, the FCT administration will be going to Kwali Area Council for the reconstruction of the Kweta Yebu Road in Kwali Area Council. Let's hear a round of applause for the Honorable Minister of the FCT and his team, who are making their way across the FCT, including the area councils and the city centers, and working so assiduously in a manner in which, for some of us that are directionally challenged, we may be making new routes of how to get around Abuja. It is beautiful to see. It is wonderful to look at. Let's see all the chairman area councils who are here present. Wave to the rest of us. We know you're here, can see. The chairman area councils, they're on their feet. These are people that the Honorable Minister has trusted the area councils to for a rejuvenation of Abuja. Our special guest of honor, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, destiny is not always in our hands. And so while I chose to be a lawyer, as you can see, it didn't work out. I was not given the course, and I was given something else to read, which has propelled me to where I am today. However, every once in a while, when I meet people like the Attorney General, when I meet people like Michael, my brother, I wonder if perhaps I should go back to school and do it again. Why do I say so? Everybody has said it's because the Honorable Minister is a lawyer. That is why all these things are going on. We need to take a look. Perhaps the law division of the universities can still find me a place so that I can add what I'm doing now to what lawyers do. Who knows? Our very special guest of honor, we are delighted to have joining us today a legal luminary, a woman very much after my heart, warm, smiling, but firm and tough where she needs to be, and whose antecedents precede her. In keeping with the noble tradition of her forebears, she sits today at the pinnacle of the Court of Appeal. And one of her quotes is, quote, "We're mindful that we're human and we tend to forget things. Our job is to decide the law as it is and not as it ought to be," unquote. Distinguished personalities gathered here, please join me as I welcome my own sister and President of the Court of Appeal, Honorable Justice Monica Dongban-Menson, to deliver her address.
Thank you very much, my dear sisters, mothers, aunties, and daughters. Before I start, let me explain to the Honorable the Minister of the FCT, His Excellency Nyesom Wike, that we could not wait for him to arrive to receive us because of our excitement to take possession of these premises before something happens. So we rushed in, but we were well received by my dear sister, the Minister of State, Dr. Maria. So Maria Mahmoud, she welcomed us heartily, and we quickly moved in so that we are not pushed out. Thank you. My Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice of Nigeria, my boss, my elder brother, and he refers to me as his friend. I feel unworthy of that, but I receive it. My Lord, Honorable Justice Olukayode Ariola, GCON. My Lords, the presiding justice of the Abuja Division and justices of the Court of Appeal, Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Chief Nyesom Wike, CON, Member Body of Benchers, plus, His Excellency, the Honorable the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Chief Prince Lateef O. Fagbemi, SJN, Her Excellency, the Honorable the Minister of State, the Federal Capital Territory, Dr. Maria Mahmood, of several titles, the President of the Nigerian Bar Association, Mr. Yakubu C. Mekiao, SAN, the Chief Registrar of the Court of I always apologize because I know I'll mess up with the protocol. I know there are heads of courts here, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, the Chief Judge, the President of the National Industrial Court, the Chief Judge of the Federal Capital Territory. We also have the Grand Qadi of the Sharia Court of Appeal, the President of the Customary Court of Appeal, FCT, and several other dignitaries that ought to be duly recognized. I appeal to all of you to forgive me for failing to appropriately recognize you. And the chairman, so that we are not ejected from here, the chairman of the area councils of FCT, Abuja. Please consider yourselves as all very duly recognized and profoundly appreciated for being here to rejoice with us on this very special day. It is with gratitude to God Almighty and through His grace and benevolence that we gather here to mark this momentous occasion. I stand before you today in utmost humility and profound gratitude and a sense of responsibility as we commence the landmark event, the flag-off of the groundbreaking ceremony of the construction of the Abuja Division of the Court of Appeal. This occasion marks a significant milestone in our collective commitment to strengthen the administration of justice in our great nation, Nigeria. First, I would like to extend our heartfelt appreciation to His Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and his able ESCO members, here represented particularly by the Honorable the Minister of the FCT and the Honorable the Attorney General of the Federation, for their quick response to our plight. This is an indication of His Excellency's concern in giving the judiciary its rightful place as an arm of government. I need to say that we appreciate the President and his team for allowing the judiciary an enabling environment to perform our duties. I'm deeply honored by the presence of my Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Honorable Justice Olukayode Ariwoola, GCON, whose leadership and foresight continue to inspire us all. My Lord's pivotal role in the realization of this vision and the actualization of this groundbreaking event cannot be overstated. Indeed, His Lordship's collegial leadership continues to resonate the unity and collaborative spirit that underpins our judiciary, and we are grateful for my Lord's steadfast support. I profoundly appreciate His Excellency, the Honorable the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Ezenwo, Nyesom Wike, CON, Member, Board of Benchers, for his firm support and commitment to this project. Your Excellency's unstinting and historically verifiable dedication to fostering the development of judicial infrastructure is truly commendable and deserves recognition and applaud. Today, we stand on the threshold of another epoch of the Court of Appeal and another step in creating a positive impact on our judicial system. The Abuja division is one of the 20 divisions of the Court of Appeal and a critical hub for appellate justice, not only for the Federal Capital Territory, but for the entire nation. The Honorable the Attorney General has effectively captured this, the importance of the FCT High Court in his speech, and I appreciate that. We are not just commencing the construction of a building, we are embarking on a journey where this complex will be a beacon of justice and a symbol of our steadfast commitment to fairness and the rule of law. The Abuja division of the court was created in 1996. Yes, 1997, sorry. And it moved to its current complex in 2008. Since then, the division has expanded significantly in scope and volume, rendering its present space congested beyond endurance. Having grown significantly, it is now a victim of its own success. In reality, its dedicated team of staff work under severe strain and yet dutifully oversee a substantial number of appeals and motions totaling 12,689 cases currently pending before the court, excluding the ones that come in from time to time from the other divisions. The division shares offices and premises with the headquarters of the court, thus resulting in both logistical and security concerns for the headquarters and its environs. At times, when critical appeals are determined, such as those involving political or terrorism matters, the court complex and the adjoining expressways leading to the three arms zone and the Federal Secretariat are cordoned off. The construction of the new strategically located Abuja division will undoubtedly provide significant relief for these problems. It is instructive to say that in my speech during the 2023-24 legal year ceremony in September, where we had the honor of hosting our governor, the Honorable the Minister of the FCT, I appeal to His Excellency to look into the situation of the congestion of the court, to provide the court with a piece of land to construct a new edifice for the Abuja division. I recall my Lord the Honorable the Chief Justice was there also pleading on our behalf. And to the glory of God, Not only do we have a land, but we have a building that is commencing today. A man of his words. The modern infrastructure, which will provide 10 court halls and several other offices, as against the 2 court halls we have right now, will definitely be a leap. The edifice is designed to facilitate efficient case management and adjudication. It will also feature comprehensive facilities for legal practitioners, court staff, and the public, ensuring a conducive environment for the dispensation of justice. The construction of this facility is not merely about bricks and mortar. It is about fortifying the pillars of our judicial system. It is about ensuring that justice is not only done, but seen to be done promptly and efficiently. An environment is very important. This project reflects our commitment, our committed resolve to strengthen the judiciary, to enhance its capacity to serve the people and effectively uphold the rights and liberties enshrined in our Constitution. As we embark on this journey, it is crucial to acknowledge the collaborative efforts that have brought us to this moment. I once again appreciate the Honorable Minister and his team, whose dedication and expertise will transform our vision into reality. I thank the management of the court, who are here with us in their numbers, and staff of the Abuja division, whose patience is being rewarded today. I thank the members of the press for the coverage of today's event. In times like this, you help us to project the truth about the image of the judiciary as an arm of government that is certainly working for the good of our beloved citizens and the nation. I would have started by adopting the profound speech of my president of the Nigerian Bar Association, because before you become a judicial officer, you must first be a lawyer, and also the speech of the Honorable Attorney General for speaking the truth about the judiciary. But since I'm not of the bar but of the judiciary, I want to say that I will accept or admit and annex to my speech, they are very, very formidable speeches. I would like to use this opportunity to appreciate the Honorable Attorney General, who has given the judiciary a new face. I dare say that no occasion by the judiciary is too small for the Honorable Attorney General to give his attention to. Thank you very much. Maybe because you are a prince, so you have the interests of the people at heart. Please keep it up. We appreciate. To my president of the Bar Association, we have noted that since you came into office, you have made the Nigerian judiciary a matter of concern. We appreciate your efforts, and we urge you to continue. I'm aware that you will soon step out of office, but even out of office, you remain a formidable member of the bar. Please do not forget the judiciary when you hand over the mantle of leadership to the next president, and we hope that he will follow in your footsteps. I would like to reiterate the importance of today's event. Giving the judiciary a dignified place in our society, it enables the judiciary to look and deliver the dividends of justice administration. And the rule of law is not only the duty of the judges, it is the duty of all persons, lawyers and citizens alike. If the Honorable Minister of the FCT had come in and turned a blind eye to the plight of the judiciary, we will not be here today. If executives sit on files and fail to pass it on and ensure that decisions are taken tenuously, they are undermining the rule of law. Indeed, I am of the opinion that every decision should be timelined, like every decision of the judiciary is timelined. People don't seem to realize that. When you have to sign a file and you keep it for 1 week, 2 weeks, you are undermining the rule of law. Let me round up by appreciating all of you who are here. No doubt, your presence is an indication of your respect for the rule of law. Please join us to pray fervently that the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory will not have cause to change his mind to conclude this project. The Honorable Attorney General said that the project is expected to be concluded maybe in 2.5 years. I'm appealing that the project should not last more than 9 months. That's the lifespan of a legal year. So we are waiting anxiously to move over here. And in the character of the judiciary, we are not wasteful. The old Abuja division will be converted into the mediation center for the Court of Appeal. So I'm putting you all on notice that we have a mediation center in the Court of Appeal, and it has been working successfully. And you can elect to have your matters determined in the mediation center. We have a small room where we are attending to people now, but by the time we move to this beautiful edifice, I've already pictured it in my mind, you will have a bigger room to adjudicate alternatively in the mediation center. I would like to appreciate my dear sister, Regina Abu, and I want to assure you that it's not too late to join us. You have all the futures, so, and it won't take long. Knowing you, I know you are a very hard worker, and therefore I encourage you to cap it up with the law, and I'm sure my brother Mekel will help you with some good notes. I thank you all very much, and may God bless us and bring us back to the commissioning of this project next year. Thank you.
Let's keep clapping for her until she gets to her seat, please. The respected President of the Court of Appeal, Honorable Justice Monica Dongba-Mensing, who has thrown her hat in the ring for me to join a law department in this country. We'll watch and see. Our very special guest of honor, very distinguished personalities gathered here. I'd like to let you know that once the Honorable Minister delivers his address, Honorable Minister of the FCT delivers his address, straight after the vote of thanks by the Honorable Minister of State, there will be a couple of people who will join the Honorable Minister and our special guest of honor to make their way to the groundbreaking ceremony. These are, of course, our special guest of honor, Chief Justice of the Federation, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Honorable Minister, our Chief Host, Honorable Minister of State, our host, the ES who will guide, ES of the FCDA, the heads of courts, the MBA President, the head of service of the FCT, and the Chief of Staff to the FCT Minister. There would be also Thank you, sir. There would be also the Chairman House Committee on FCT and the House Committee on Area Councils and Auxiliaries, and the Honorable Member of the House of Representatives who is here. These are the persons going to go with him. The Honorable Minister, when it's time for him to deliver his address, will be performing a couple of symbolic ceremonies, handing over of C of O's and explaining this whole project when he has delivered his speech, and then, of course, leading all the dignitaries to where the third turning ceremony would be. Justice is truth in action. The UK Prime Minister, Benjamin Disraeli. And I'm thankful always for the opportunity to serve in the capacity of compere for such a great event. History shines on the matter quite early in the day. But no one will show thankfulness much more than the person I'm about to invite. Medical doctor, administrator, politician, humanitarian, co-shared visionary of the new Federal Capital Territory. Please welcome the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Minister of State, Dr. Maria Mahmood, for her vote of thanks.
Thank you very much. The Chief of Justice of Nigeria, my Lord, Justice Olukayode Ariola, the President Court of Appeal, my Lord Justice Monica Dengbe-Mensah, and all other Justices of Court of Appeal that are present here, members of the judiciary that are all present here, the members of the National Assembly that are here present and the former ones, APC National Chairman South-South, Honorable Minister FCT, Mr. Project Barrister Yelson Wiki, and a life bencher. Let me also borrow this one. Attorney General and Minister of Justice of the Federation, Latik Pabemi, SAN. On behalf of the Federal Capital Territory Administration and the Organizing Committee, I extend our sincere gratitude to everyone that is here for gracing this momentum occasion, the groundbreaking ceremony of the Abuja Division of the Appeal Court Complex. Today marks a significant milestone in our judiciary journey towards enhanced accessibility and efficiency. Your presence here today underscores your commitment to the rule of law and the administration of justice. We are deeply grateful to the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Yelson Wiki, and the management staff of Federal Capital Territory Administration and Federal Capital Development Authority for their unwavering support and vision in realizing this project. Your leadership and dedication have been instrumental in advancing our judicial infrastructure. I say a special thanks to all our esteemed guests, partners, stakeholders who contributed and support have made this today's event possible. Your enthusiasm and encouragement inspire us to strive for excellence. In conclusion, our heartfelt appreciation to the entire organizing team, whose hard work and meticulous planning have ensured the smooth execution of this ceremony. As we look forward to the completion of the Appeal Court Complex in Abuja, Let us remain steadfast in our commitment to justice, fairness, and the rule of law. I say thank you and for your presence and support you've been given to FCT administration under the able leadership of Mr. Project Barrister Yelson Wike, the Bardam Buhari. What's the other title? He has, my Lord Sir, he has 6 titles that I think is also important for the chairman to come and rattle them to you. That will also give you an insight of who Barrister Wilson Wiki is, that he got all these entitlements from the area council chairman, which makes him to be, they will explain, there are different ones, and then that talks about his special qualities. I think it would be good if they can give us little out of it, my Lord. Thank you very much.
If we choose that, we would be calling all the titles of the Honorable Minister. We probably would be here till lunchtime. And he has the capacity to provide the lunch for all of us. But because we know that the day is fast spent and there are other things that our special guest of honor has to attend to, we will hold our fire. But I don't know whether any one of you have noticed a dance that is peculiar only to the Honorable Minister of the FCT. And that dance has been trending across social media, and it makes him a man that is loved by very many young people because, you know, they love to dance. I'd like to add to the list of those going with the Chief Justice of the Federation, the Chief Registrar of the Court of Appeal, our very special guest of honor, sir. At the commissioning of the resident of His Excellency the Vice President, distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima, this man was described by the number 2 citizen as a gadfly. Love him or hate him, he says, you can't but notice him. This man, whose political trajectory has touched all spheres of the nation's polity, through local government to state and now at the national level, is a man whose role in the FCT would not be forgotten in a hurry. As a man breaking multiple grounds and being himself a learned man, Barrister Nyesom Wike thought it fit, following the mantra of Martin Luther King Jr. that, quote, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, unquote. He thought it fit to build a structure for the Abuja division of the Court of Appeal to further the cause of justice. Let us celebrate and welcome to the podium, therefore, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Ezenwo Barrister Nyesom Wike.
My Lord, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Olukayode Adewale, Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger. My Lord, the President of the Court of Appeal, the Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Justice, the Minister of State, FCT, the heads of courts that are here, particularly the National President of the Industrial Court, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, the Chief Judge of the FCT High Court, Justices of Court of Appeal that are here, and other judges of other courts that are here, the mandate secretaries, head of service, the single senators, their invited guests, area council chairman, traditional rulers, my dear President, the President of Nigerian Bar Association, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know whether I'm going to read what was prepared for me, or I'm going to have the option of explaining to you how we arrived here. But first of all, let me thank my Lord the Chief Justice for accepting to be the special guest of honor today. Of course, it is an epoch-making history for you as the Chief Justice of Nigeria. It is during your time that you will have a full structure for the Court of Appeal Division of Abuja. So it is important for us to have that fact. So let me also thank my Lord, the President of the Court of Appeal, which is also epoch-making history, that it is your time that the Abuja Division of the Court of Appeal will have its own full structure. It is not easy, like our sister said, everybody has their own destiny. It is your destiny that in your own time that this will come to be. I also congratulate you. Let me thank the Attorney General. I can say this with authority. When this memo came to the Executive Council, in fact, I thought it was the President. Immediately, I was asked to present the memo. What came out from his mouth? Approve. I turned back. I said, have you taken over the President role? And President said, approve. So that tells you the importance the President as a person attaches to issues of judiciary, and also the support we have from the present Attorney General. There are people who may be there and these issues will come up. Who begin to talk about you should have carried me along. It has to do with the courts and the Attorney General unnecessarily. But for him, immediately it was called, he said, approve, no discussion. Thank him so much for that. But of all, we must thank Mr. President. When the President of the Court of Appeal said he had this journey started, it was last year, then the legal year. You know, sometimes when you make a request and you see a politician accept, most of them don't agree. They say, forget it. Forget it, it's not. But knowing the president we have and his commitment, I know it will come to reality. And so when he came back, I took this matter to Mr. President and said this was the request made by the President of the Court of Appeal, and the CJN, who was there, emphasized it by telling me, please, we know what you have done in Rivers State. We know you will not disappoint. Go and tell Mr. President, I know it will be done. And I want to tell you wholeheartedly, Mr. President said, why do you need to wait? After all, it is the FCT that rehabilitated the National Assembly Phase 1. It's the FCT that rehabilitated the National Assembly Phase 2, which is an arm of government. So why are we not going to do this for this arm of government? There are three arms of government: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, and must be treated equally. And he gave that approval. And I want to commend him. And that is the essence of the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President. When so many people have lost hope, well, it's a usual thing. There are politicians, they come and talk. His own is no, it's not that way. There are things that must be done if we want to get it right. And one of the things that must be done for this country to move is to put judiciary where they are supposed to be. You talk about justice, justice, justice. Who will implement justice without the judiciary? So, Mr. President does not play with it. I want to say, I will not be part of any project of this nature that will take 2 years. I won't be part of that. I will not be part of that. I will not be part of that. This is one project I have seen that's well covered in the budget. This project is going to cost us 37 billion naira. But in the budget, Mr. President has provided 30 billion naira. So the contractor has nothing to worry. So the Attorney General, I will not be a party to award contracts for the sake of awarding. If we don't want to do it, we say we don't want to do it. If we want to do it, we'll go ahead and do it. So by September next year, you will use this place for a legal year. I don't know whether the contractor is there. Where is the lawyer? Come. Turn like this to let us see. What I'm telling you now, this is judiciary. Don't collect money, you don't do the job. You know where I'm heading to? Now, you have collected the first set of money. I don't want to hear it has been raining. You collected the money when it was raining. So you must also do the job as it is raining. So you have to make a commitment here. Are you going to finish this job and back in September next year or not? No, come on, put it here.
By the grace of God, sir, will be done.
By our own grace, we will not owe you. So be assured, it's a contract that was given to him to do in 16 months. But he has promised me with available funds, he can finish it in 1 year or 30 months. But if you calculate from now to September next year, we still have ample of time. So prepare yourself that you do your next legal year, not in September. September is tomorrow. Legal year in this division. Let me also say that Mr. President is not only concerned about building this alone. Mr. President has also provided. Now look, when he hears where judges are living, people who are involved in trying criminals, people who are involved in controversial cases, they are on rented building. Tomorrow, the money is not there to pay. And then the contractor will be the landlord will be embarrassing them. That is not what we should have. We should have a judiciary where they have their own houses so they will be comfortable and carry out their duties. What Mr. President has done, I want to say to all of us that we should provide accommodation, 10 for the Court of Appeal, 10 for the Federal High Court, 20 for the FCT Court. My Lord, if the DPP helps us on time, he will lay the foundation of these 40 buildings for the Court of Appeal, for the FCT High Court, and the Federal High Court before he retires. I will believe by August we will have laid the foundation. The President has also not stopped there. He has said several times in the executive that look, as judges, when they retire, they have no other job to do. Unlike medical doctors, unlike engineers, who when they retire can go back to their practice. And in this case, this is not available for the justices and judges. And Mr. President said, look, we have to start somewhere. And he has approved that the heads of courts must have their retirement homes. Mr. President has approved the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, the Chief Judge of the FCT, the President of the National Industrial Court, and the President of the Court of Appeal must have their retirement homes. And I want to assure you, by the grace of God, the foundation of these homes will be laid this August, and before that September, you all have your keys to your houses. Also, because of the request made by the Chief Judge of the FCT, who has said that look, they need more court rooms for the magistrates. particularly in Matama, Asokoro, and Garoki districts, that they need more cuttles. I want to say also that President has approved, as in the procurement process now, where is the ES, FCT? It's in procurement now. For this to be awarded, we'll make sure that all these things are provided and completed before the next legal year. We will not do, I'll say here, if a project is going to cost us 10 billion naira, for example, and in the budget you have 1 billion, it means that you don't want to do the project, because by the time you pay 1 billion, it means that the contractor will just take his equipment and go there, leave it. Before you bring another money, glasses would have taken over the place. For us, if we have a project that will cost us 10 billion, we must make sure at least 150% in the budget, so we know that we will implement it. So go home and sleep with your two eyes closed. This is not project you will think that we want to play politics. It's a project we have started, it's a project will be completed, and it's a project will be commissioned by Mr. President. Let me therefore invite the President to assure you that no area council has power when it concerns land. They have no power to eject you here. So we will give you a CFO here to say that this property belongs to you. All we are doing, because we have always taken care of public buildings as it affects the three arms of government. So we will, by the grace of God, present it to you, give it to you. I will personally supervise this project. Personally supervise this project. I will not give any room. So I, therefore, would want to invite my Lord, the President of the Court of Appeal, to please on behalf of the FCT, we want to sincerely give out this certificate of occupancy to the Court of Appeal, to the President, to let them know that this land, whatever it is here, belongs to them. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much.
On that note, let me therefore invite my Lord, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, to come and speak to us, and thereafter carry out the groundbreaking ceremony of the Court of Appeal Division. Thank you and God bless you.
My Lord, the President of the Court of Appeal, my other lords, heads of various courts here present, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, the Minister of State of the FCT, the distinguished Honorable Minister of Justice, I'd like to stand on the protocol duly established by our sister, who we invite to study law and become a member of the bar. It is a good thing to do. So much speech has been given on this epoch-making occasion.
the Minister of Justice has spoken, the distinguished President of the Bar, the Minister, Mr. Project, has spoken too about this project. On behalf of the judiciary of Nigeria, I'd like to appreciate the FCT ministers, but for your right hand person, the Minister of State, who has been cooperating with Your Excellency very well on the various projects you've executed. We appreciate you greatly. We know you love the judiciary. The whole world is aware of what you did in the state, where you were the chief executive for the federal judiciary, for the state judiciary, judicial officers. And I knew that as soon as you got to the FCT, the federal judiciary is going to have it quite well. Thank you very much, the Honorable Minister of the FCT. And I want to congratulate Mr. President of the Court of Appeal. Congratulate you so much that what you are having is a great thing. You've gotten the division of the court in Abuja managing the court, managing the small space they occupy. Now you have 10 courtrooms and offices in a 5-story building. No, congratulations, though. And when the Minister of Justice thought this could take 2 years, and your Lordship was asking for 9 months, I heard the Minister of the FCT saying the project itself would take 6 months. On behalf of the judiciary, once again, Mr. Project, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, we thank you very much. We appreciate you for this that you are doing. You've just told the whole world that not only the Court of Appeal will benefit from your legacy, but also the heads of various courts and the other courts. And I understand you had mentioned it, that not even the apex court will be forgotten. That my brother justices of the Supreme Court are not here, but they said no, I should pass it on to the Honorable Minister of the FCT, that we don't have any other place to go to other than the FCT. So we believe that your administration and the administration of your boss, the head of government, will not forget about the apex court in the legacy being given to the judiciary. We appreciate, Mr. President, and we're through the Honorable Attorney General and your good self of the FCT, convey our sincere appreciation and gratitude to Mr. President for all the things he has been doing and for the promises. We shall not disappoint. We shall not let you down. All the judiciary needs is to be left to function, to perform his role, unhindered. But as much as possible, like the president of the bar said, once you take care of the judiciary, you've taken care of justice. And if you cry for peace anywhere in the world, without justice, there can be no peace. We guarantee peace. We promise to ensure that peace is given to whoever it is due, so that we can all enjoy peace. Justice is important, is imperative. We promise we will always give justice. The epoch making today of breaking the ground for the construction of this edifice of 5 floors of the division. The headquarters remains the headquarters. The division of the Court of Appeal doesn't have to be part of the headquarters. And that is what has happened. We will use it well, we assure the minister. And the fact that you will also build for the court of your arm of the government, the FCT court, is also yearning for accommodation of his courts. Not only for the magistrates, the courts too, they need courtrooms and chambers. You get there, you wonder whether FCT was just created a few weeks ago. Give judges beautiful offices, chambers, well furnished, not of upholstery, of the things to work with. Then you've done the best for justice. I congratulate everybody that has to do with the judiciary, and there's nobody, if not now, it could be later, that will not have one thing or the other to do with the judiciary. The honorable ministers of the FCT, we appreciate you. We thank you very much. God bless everybody for coming to participate in this. Thank you very much.
Those who have been named earlier should please make their way and join His Lordship, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, our special guest of honor at this groundbreaking ceremony. For the commissioning. Yes. At this point, the groundbreaking ceremony is taking place, and this flag off is by the special guest of honor, the Chief Justice of the Federation of Nigeria, and the Honorable Minister of the FCT, and the Honorable Minister of State of the FCT are there explaining what is to be done. The single block for this symbolic ceremony has already been provided. They are being guided by the skillsmen of the construction company, as well as the Executive Secretary of the FCDA. The media has gathered in their numbers to ensure that they have a good set of photographs that will indicate that this flag-off and groundbreaking ceremony of the Abuja division of the Appeal Court Complex by His Lordship Honorable Justice Olukayode Ariwoola has been carried out. When it's all done now, there will be a turnaround by all distinguished personalities for a photo opportunity. A turnaround at this site for the photo opportunity. Please clear that side for the photos that will be taken now. Photo opportunity. Please clear that side for the photo opportunity at the groundbreaking site. Photographs now. I call on media to please now play the national anthem as this official event has come to a close. And this brings to a close the official ceremony for the groundbreaking of the Abuja division of the Appeal Court Complex. I'd like to urge you to clear the pathway for our special guest of honor, the Chief Justice of the Federation, to make his way. Please clear the pathway after those photographs to enable our special guest of honor make his way to his vehicle. Thank you. This event is now officially closed. Thank you very much for coming.